I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best TV shows of 2022.
I say we take it, split it 50-50.
For this list, we're looking at live-action shows that premiered in 2022, as well as ongoing shows that are still going strong. What's your favorite show of 2022? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, The Bear Season 1. We're just gonna say it. Running a restaurant is the most stressful job in the world, whether it's a high-end establishment or a hole-in-the-wall.
Smaller fry scoops today, chef. Behind.
Not system.
What is this system?
Michael's system.
That's Carmen, there's the girl.
Yeah, that's Sydney. She's helping us out today.
Anybody who spent a day working in the food industry knows this, and The Bear realistically captures the anxiety that comes with the territory. While that sounds daunting, a secret ingredient gets viewers through the show's uncomfortable moments: the camaraderie between the cast.
Okay.
Carmen, no. I was in a brigade once.
What happened?
Many people died.
A restaurant staff operates like a family, which sometimes only adds to the pressure. Yet the bonds formed between the characters keep them coming back to work. That and an unquestionable passion to cook. The underrated Jeremy Allen White heads this compelling kitchen staff, while Io Adebari delivers a star-making turn.
Okay, I'm gonna need bags and napkins already ready before service. Plus, Mandy and Angel are helping you out with paper cups and plates, but that's not really their duty.
Number 9, The Dropout. Amanda Seyfried has been an established star since Mean Girls, but her range as an actress has not received enough attention in the past.
I don't want to be president. I want to be a billionaire.
With her primetime Emmy-winning portrayal of Elizabeth Holmes, that seems to be changing. Now more than ever, people are finding that their idols aren't always what they seem. So many wanted Holmes to live up to her public image, making it all the more painful when the truth came out. Maybe behind the deceit, Holmes's rise and downfall started with good intentions.
I'm just a girl who had a dream to change the world.
Even if that was the case, greed and power won out, with Holmes digging herself deeper as her voice simultaneously dropped.
This is an inspiring step forward.
The Dropout is a hard-hitting yet fair depiction of its flawed protagonist and those she affected. Number 8, Abbott Elementary Seasons 1 and 2.5. It's a mockumentary, but any public school teacher can identify with the struggles Abbott Elementary touches upon, namely the lack of funding and respect.
Okay, so if the store has 10 potatoes, right, and you take away 2 of them, how many potatoes would the store have left?
I don't like potatoes.
We don't know if this sitcom will convince the powers that be to pay teachers what they deserve. However, it may leave students, both current and former, with a newfound admiration for teachers.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I did not expect my day to include patting down the students for candy.
Growing up, we often take the adults in our lives for granted, not recognizing what they had to put up with. We may give our parents credit down the line, but the teachers who helped shape us are usually forgotten. Abbott Elementary is Quinta Brunson's thank you to teachers. It might even inspire you to reach out to an educator who had a bigger impact than you realized.
I, for one, love the program. I feel like a blend of Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society and, well, Robin Williams and Patch Adams.
Number 7, The Boys Season 3. The Boys remains TV's best superhero show.
Give it up! No. Starlight lied to you just now.
It's the best political satire as well. Whether you love to hate or hate to love Homelander, no actor does it better than Anthony Starr. Well, except for maybe Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy.
Wake me when we get to New York.
As monstrous as these so-called heroes are, this season also zoomed in on the darkest side of humanity at large. Even when pure evil stares a crowd down, people may still cheer it on as long as they're convinced that they're on the winning team.
All right.
We're left to ask, how far does society have to go until everyone says enough is enough? For many, there is no line. And even if there is, what's stopping an unstoppable force from crossing it, aside from Butcher? Number 6, The White Lotus Season 2. Mike White's Emmy juggernaut was initially conceived as a one-off.
I feel just weirdly alone.
Like True Detective and Big Little Lies, though, HBO couldn't resist a second round in the wake of its success. Whereas those other two shows struggled to maintain the momentum of their first seasons, The White Lotus Sicily arguably surpassed its predecessor.
From now on, I am going to be so fun, okay? I promise.
In addition to a change of scenery, this season also brought a new cast, save Jennifer Coolidge's return as the scene-stealing Tanya. Between Sabrina Impacciatore's Valentina, Haley Lou Richardson's Portia, Megan Fahey's Daphne, and Aubrey Plaza's Harper, it's hard to single out an MVP from this wickedly entertaining season, which balanced dark humor, exotic locales, and a murder mystery. We're not sure where White will take the anthology series from here, but we are definitely checking in.
Who would have known that all these years later we'd still be in each other's lives? I think that's pretty cool, man.
Number 5. Wednesday Season 1. Whenever a nostalgic property is reimagined, there's always a level of skepticism.
I'm not sure whose twisted idea it was to put hundreds of adolescents in underfunded schools.
The results can be especially hit or miss with director Tim Burton. Thankfully, Wednesday takes us back to the late 80s, early 90s Burton, who could do no wrong, resulting in a career highlight. Where Burton gets the dark atmosphere of the Addams Family down, creators Alfred Goff and Miles Miller capture Wednesday's voice to a T.
So you were guided by latent chivalry, a tool of the patriarchy to extract my undying gratitude?
Mm-hmm. You know, most people just say thank you.
Jenna Ortega masters the art of deadpan in the role, while still unearthing new layers to this iconic character. The series honors the past, with Christina Ricci returning in a supporting role, while exploring fresh ideas, dynamics, and settings.
I was told they disbanded years ago.
Any idea why?
Sorry.
It's easily the best incarnation we've seen since Addams Family Values, rising to the occasion where most other reboots are DOA. Number 4. Severance Season 1. Severance has been described as Lost if it were set in the office. That's a catchy pitch, but it doesn't even scratch the surface of what makes this mindbender so involving.
Thank you for taking the welcome survey. I can sense that the questions made you feel afraid or disoriented.
While the show is equal parts sci-fi and psychological thriller, it can eerily feel like an all-too-accurate reflection of white-collar life. They say keep your work and personal lives separate. In doing so, how much of yourself do you give up upon clocking in?
By reaching 75% refinement on Sienna, you have earned for you and your fellow refiners a 5-minute music dance experience.
For the lower-level employees at Lumen Industries, life is literally split in half. This sounds tempting to those looking to avoid the challenges on the other side of the cubicle. Unless someone's innie and outie find a way to coexist, though, they'll never be complete.
Let's find out what's for dinner.
Number 3. House of the Dragon Season 1. It's good to be back in the Seven Kingdoms.
I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen, first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Set 172 years before Daenerys, this prequel is cut from the same cloth as Game of Thrones, but House of the Dragon soars on its own by taking risks that pay off. Many characters are introduced, only to be recast a few episodes later. Thankfully, the excellent ensemble makes every growth spurt feel natural.
Princess Rhaenyra.
I'm Queen Rhaenyra now. And you all are traitors to the realm.
While some are more sympathetic than others, several central figures lie in a morally gray or green and black area. You may be on Team Alicent 1 minute, only to side with Team Rhaenyra the next.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness. But now they see you as you are.
Picking sides is almost trivial, as the beginning of this civil war is bound to end badly for everyone. Still, we can't help but get attached. Number 2. Stranger Things Seasons 4A and 4B. Taking the action beyond Hawkins and the Upside Down, Season 4 was the show's biggest and most ambitious yet.
Do you ever feel like you're losing your mind?
By going bigger, there's always the risk of becoming overstuffed, especially with this many characters. The showrunners know how to balance this ensemble piece, however. There isn't a character we don't look forward to seeing. Every time we start to miss somebody, they return in epic fashion. Even newcomers like Eddie, Argyle, and Vecna fit in so naturally that they feel as if they've been around since the beginning. The growing cast complements the ever-expanding world and mythology, with the production values also taken to the next level. Whatever awaits in the 5th and final season, we'll be running up that hill to see it. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Peacemaker Season 1, TV's tastiest superhero comedy.
I think that's my friend Chase's younger brother. He has mental issues.
Pachinko Season 1, a family drama of sweeping proportions.
다른 나라 교우다이들을 모아서 힘을 합치는 꿈을 꿨대요. 평등하게 돈을 버는 평화로.
Barry Season 3, comedy and tragedy have rarely been so beautifully intertwined.
We are not saying the same thing! We are not saying the same thing! If I don't do this, I don't live!
Andor Season 1, a Star Wars series that gets the war part down.
You haven't got a clue what they are saying. Level 2, far side! Level 2, are you all scrambled or something?
Our Flag Means Death Season 1, as hilarious as it is romantic.
I don't know if I want to go back to the old days, just drinking all day and biting the heads off turtles or making some poor bloke eat his own toes as a laugh.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Better Call Saul Seasons 6A and 6B. Better Call Saul may have been a slower burn than Breaking Bad, but the results were just as rewarding.
I never turned on you. I didn't. Never. I only worked for you in the desert. I was on your side the whole time.
The final season was as triumphant and tragic as television gets, overcoming several challenges. Being a prequel, we have an idea of who lives and who dies, but when Gus faces Lalo, we forget anything we know for one suspenseful moment.
¡Qué maravilla! Yo tenía una tina que hacía algo muy parecido, pero honor a quien honor merece, esto está mucho mejor.
From the get-go, the biggest question marks have been Jimmy and Kim. By the end, the enigma surrounding these two is less about whether they'll survive and more about who they'll become. In what's bound to go down as one of the finest finales ever, Jimmy confronts who he is and who matters most. Behind the legal and crime drama, this has always been a bittersweet love story.
But with good behavior, who knows?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.